Hey, my lovies, my beautiful, magical, wonderful people out here today. Hold on a sec, guys. Whoa. Because as always, I'm driving. Just seems to be my life nowadays, but how blessed and grateful I am that I am able to drive. Okay. Real quick, I'm on like a mellow state at the moment because I'm so extra tired. I had a great, awesome night speaking with my mother all night and amongst other things. And tonight I will be casting with my coven sisters. It's Sunday night, babies. It's that time. Now we cast on special moons. We cast with moon energy. We cast every Sunday night, and we cast upon emergency. And emergencies are only for those clients that me and my coven sisters have worked with prior to this. So if you see me not looking at the camera, it's not out of ignorance. I'm really driving, and I don't want to crash like this idiot right here. So anyway, few questions for a client who asked me to do a quick video, and I never have a problem answering anybody's questions. The more questions you ask me, the more I love to come on video and show my gorgeous and muddyful face. So anyway, this is your high priestess. Come on, high priestess lady Lisa from Philadelphia. You know, the OC ghetto witch. Anyway, okay, so when I do my readings, my private readings, whether they be through FaceTime, Facebook Messenger, you just want to talk over the phone, you want me to come to me, I come to you, or it's a party. I do them by myself. I do my readings differently than my coven sisters do their readings, okay? And we're supposed to do readings differently. We're different. When we cast as a coven, let me roll these windows up so nobody can really hear what I'm talking about and I don't gotta scream. When we cast as a group of witches in our own coven. I indeed am the high priestess. Hi Dee Dee, hi Lane, hi Carol, and even though they're slightly a little bit older than I am in age, okay, just in age, I am the high priestess. And the reason I am the high priestess is because I have been teaching for over 4 years. And in order to be the high priestess of a coven, you need to have been teaching for more than 4 years. So I got really good news yesterday before I go into answering some questions. It was awesome, epic news. I had talked to my mother. And my mother said she's got the first original deck from my grandmother. The first original tarot deck that my grandmother has ever worked with. Now, when she comes to Philadelphia in about a week and a half, she's bringing them with her. Well, no disrespect, Mom. I love you with all my heart. But as soon as you get them two little drinks in your mama and you get drunk, I'm swiping them and I'm gonna pass them off with a deck of my cards. You won't even know the difference. But the reason why, no, I'm going straight, boo. The reason why I'm so excited to get them is because my grandmother was a witch, a full-blown witch, just like me, full-blown witch, whatever you want to call that, but yeah, full-blown witch, deep into her witchery and her craft and very serious about it. And if you disrespected her, you was getting it. And my mom even knows that she was a mean witch. But she loved me with all her heart. So to be able to touch her deck of cards, her actual deck of cards that her powers were in and her hands were on, it is like a blessing. And it's something that I didn't even ask for in my contract when I made a pact with Satan. So this is like fucking super epic, yo. I cannot wait for that. Okay, so hold up, whore. You're in a rush to get in there to spend your money or get some coke or do whatever it is the fuck you do. Don't pretend like I don't know I'm psychic. Excuse my language. I don't judge anybody for whatever they fucking do in life, but slow down. You're in a parking lot. You're in a rush to get into a fucking casino to do what? Lose your money? Are you fucking crazy? So anyway, back to basics, right? Go ahead and laugh if you want, because I'd fucking laugh. Anyways. Okay, so when getting a spell done, if you're coming onto my channel or you're coming to me privately, you're getting it done by me. Now, whatever the spell may cost you, okay? Oh, and by the way, before I go further, before I forget, we are extending March Madness. Buy one spell, get a free money spell into the month of April. So, if indeed you want a spell, now is the time to get it now until the end of April, because you will get a free money spell. Unless you have been a client of ours and we worked with you for a long time, we will substitute that free money spell for something that you may need or want, okay? All proceeds are a breakdown. It's a donation. It is a breakdown for me and my Coven sisters. And a majority of that money goes to the St. Jude Foundation, which I have receipts for, the SPCA, and the Wish Foundation. For cancer people, in honor of my father, who passed away recently of cancer. And I just found out yesterday that his youngest sister, his baby sister, my Aunt Zella, she just passed of cancer too, which broke my heart because nobody had told me about that. So everything that we do, of course, we all have to get a breakdown to it, because doing spells is not so, it's kind of costly. It is, you know, the products, the procedure, the cleansing, the ritual, how late we're up all night, the materials, it's pricey. So, of course, we all get a little breakdown of it, because who the hell out here does anything for free anymore? And if you do, which I do once in a great while by doing giveaways on this channel and stuff like that, you better take it and run with it and stick with that person, because there's not too many people nowadays that'll do things for free, let alone do things for the prices that we do, and give what we can give for the prices that we do. And we consider everything a donation. So always remember, whatever you get from us, whether it be a magic box, spells, herbs, oils, protection, anything protection, readings, parties, whatever it may be, of course we get a breakdown of that donation, but it goes to a great couple charities. Again, like I said, the St. Jude, SPCA, and the Wish, okay, Wish Foundation, so the children can have their last wishes before they pass. Okay, so question was, what the hell are you doing, motherfucker? Stay in your lane. So the question was asked about a spell, okay? And as I have done many videos on this, and I will rehash it every time I'm asked, because I don't get offended and I love to teach. That's what I'm here to do. When getting any type of spell done, any type of spell, and you know, depending on the witch or the spellcaster, they may feel different, and they have the right to feel different. They may tell you differently, but I can only go by what I was taught and how me and my Coven sisters cast. And if you don't feel comfortable with that, that's why there's 50 million witches on YouTube. We always advise the client that you must listen and must read a few a few universal laws. Amongst reading those laws, one is not to rush magic. And after you read those universal laws, you have to give permission for us to go forward with the spell. It's like an unwritten contract. And once you write the permission, that means we can move forward with the spell, meaning that you understand the laws of the universe. Therefore, if the spell fails or the spell backfires, I am not to be blamed, nor my Coven sisters. We're just the middleman. You are to be blamed for it, unless something really goes down where I will come to you and say, look, the spell has to be done again, and I'm going to redo it because I feel like it's my fault, or I should be the one redoing it. And that only happened maybe like once or twice. So with that being said, you cannot rush magic, okay? Everybody's magical journey when they're having a spell done, whether it's by me, somebody else, or let me see if I can turn, or you're doing it yourself. You cannot tell the universe when your spell should work and when it should not work. Now, we have speed spells available, and what that is no matter what spell we do, we can make it a speed spell, and that is just by adding some herbs and oils that we made that speeds up the spell. That still doesn't mean that it will work instantly for you. It still doesn't mean that it'll work in 2 or 3 days for you. It all depends on the universe's timing and how much effort you're putting into the magic yourself, okay, as the client. That's why me as a spellcaster, a high priestess, a witch, I keep in contact with my clients the whole time the candles are burning. And then I do a reading of the candle after the candle is done. And don't get it chopped up. I don't do psychic readings. I give you a reading of the candle. I show you your candle. I show you if there was resistance, if it's black or white, what does that mean? Did it clear up? Was it effective? Did it work? Did it fail? And we keep in communication throughout the process of the spell. Now, not everybody does that who casts. Not every witch will agree with that, but that's how we work. That's how me and my coven sisters work, and I believe it's the best policy, because then how else do you know that everything is going in your favor if somebody doesn't show their face, give you their contact information, and keep in touch with you? I mean, that's what I would want. You know, I would want that. If I was getting a spell done by somebody, I would want you to be in contact with me and let me know. You know, not on an everyday basis. I wouldn't bug the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people have lives and people are human outside of the magical world. But I would definitely, you know, be like, okay, well, you know what's going on. But I had somebody, for example, I'll say no names, but she kept coming in every single day talking about, you know, it's not working, what's going on, you know, this, that, and the third. Let me stop for a minute so I could get this video done before I go ahead and go forward. And I just said to her, listen, this is a form of Russian magic. This is a form of not believing. This is a form of not being positive. You're going to cause the spell to fail, or you're going to cause the spell to backfire. And it actually did, and it had to wind up being redone. And then I had a woman who was in my group last year, and she had a hex removal done. And I sent her the video of her spell after the next day after we were done casting, and she comes to me privately in my inbox, so that music is so annoying, and says to me, oops, my husband seen the video. Well, that failed the spell. The spell failed automatically. And that's why at first, what me and my coven sisters are deciding is that maybe we should not be sending out videos or pictures of the candle in the beginning. This way that in case you forget to delete it or somebody gets through your phone, they see it, it's failed. It doesn't matter if you knew that they seen it or you didn't know if they seen it. So for the protection of us, especially if we're removing a hex off somebody, and the protection of you, we're not sending videos or pictures out of the spell in the beginning, but we will definitely be doing candle readings for you at the end, and we will keep in communication throughout the spell burning. Let me go over this too. For fire and you know, reasons for that being, when we leave the coven or wherever we're doing our spells, which have to be in a sacred area for the safety of everybody, the candles have to be snuffed out or pinched out, the fires. If you blow the flame out, you destroyed the magic. So whenever leaving the facility where the magic and the candles are burning, we have to snuff it out with the snuffer, or we pinch it out. We never blow it out. Therefore, if it's a 7 to 14 day candle, 7 or 14 day candle, I gotta answer that. If it's a 7 or 14 day candle, it may take up to 30 days, but that doesn't affect the magic, okay? And I'm gonna be right back. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back, promise you. I got something great to tell you about my contract.